Back last winter I started clearing this. Remember, it was just a mess in there, just a jungle. You couldn't walk through it at all. And so I spent all winter just clearing this out here to extend my yard and open up the site so you can see through the woods there. And you can see over the summertime it's been growing up. I let it do that on purpose to help with erosion because we've had some mighty heavy rain. So I wanted some vegetation in here so to prevent that erosion from happening. So what I'm doing is getting in here with my weed eater and a brush blade, and you can see me back up here. Started clearing this out with the tractor, trying to level it out and try to get as level as I can with the dirt that's already in here, and get the big rocks out and come back with the landscape rake and really smooth it out. I'm not sure if I'll have to have some topsoil brought in places, but I'll know more about that as I get it all cleared out. And so I'm getting this ready for fall. It's fall planting. Get some grass seed planted in here, probably 1st of September, middle of September. And yeah, let's extend my yard out, and you can see up in the woods there. And I still have a little bit more thinning to do with some of these smaller scrub trees and get rid of some of these little cedar trees. And so I still need to do that, which that shouldn't take too long. Just a few left in here. But yeah, get this opened up in here, and that way you can see up in the woods like that. Look a lot better than looking at that thorny, viney mess that was there before. It was a sight. Oh yeah, and so get all this here planted with some grass to really extend my yard out, and should make it look a lot better. All right, so get my weed eater and do a little bit. It's hot as can be. It's probably low 90s today, but the humidity is just unbearable. You just sweat to death. It's supposed to be about 95 tomorrow, about the same, 97 tomorrow and Wednesday, and then they're saying Thursday is going to be the transition day with a lot cooler air and drier air coming in at the end of the week and over the weekend. I hope that pans out. That will be awesome. That will be amazing, because it has been late here lately. We're not hurting for rain. We've had plenty of that over the spring and early summer. Too much rain. Some people are still getting it. But yeah, let's see what we can do here with this weed eater. I just picked this weed eater up the other day. It's a Stihl FS91R. I got a brush blade on it. It's a used one. And things are not too cheap, brand new, so I saved probably a little over $100 buying it used. And I already had the brush blade. I just had to put that on there. Well, I had to buy the adapter kit put on there. And so yeah, it cuts little saplings pretty good, and it'll go through this brush pretty good here. So yeah, let's see what we can get done. My shirt is wringing wet. some thick stuff. I let it get too thick. It's going to take a minute to knock all that down in there. I may change to a regular line, weed eater line, because it'll cut most of that except the little small saplings that come up. And I can come back and get those. I can probably get those with a tractor too. I don't like putting my tractor in places I can't see, or I can't see the ground. Run up on a big old rock or a stump or a hole and tip over. I don't want that to happen. And the reason I didn't mow in here is because it's way too rocky. Way too many big rocks. I'd have tore my mower up. And I don't have a bush hog either for my tractor. Or else I could have come in here and cleaned it up. So you work with what you got. But I'll get it. I got the rest of this month, a week to go, next month to get it done and get all this leveled out and smoothed out best I can. And hopefully by 1st of September, get it planted with some grass. I tell you what, that ought to look really good. All right, back out here at it again, doing some more clearing over here. Out here out front next to the house. I've already done a good bit of work. I didn't film that, but I thought I'd film a little bit more here, kind of show you what's going on. Been using the box blade on the tractor there. And it's been doing a pretty good job getting some of these old small stumps up. But working on getting that little hill knocked down. I've already knocked down a good bit of it. There's a pretty good bit of dirt there, but there's still a lot of dirt there. I'm gonna drag it in here and get a little more level. And up in here too, drag that down and get a little more level in here. So yeah, let's get to work on this and see what we can do. Can't wait to get it done, get it planted with grass, hopefully another month, and it'll be ready. get some of these stumps up though. I need something a little bit better. I could work with it a while and eventually get it out of there, but it's kind of hard on the tractor bucket. There's another, that's a pretty good one right there. There's another real good one right here. That's a big stump right there. There's Carlos. Anyway, yeah, this is get this all cleared out. It's like some pretty decent dirt in here. A lot of rocks though. Maybe not as many as I thought. But once I get this kind of level out in here, I'm gonna get the landscape rake and go through here good and clean it up. Even with a tractor, it's a lot of work. You wouldn't think this little bitty space in here would be so much work, but it was a mess. I started this project last winter. Remember, it was a jungle in here, all through here. And over there, I mean, it was just, you couldn't, there's no way you could walk. You really couldn't walk in a lot of it. Just briars and just thicket. So yeah, left some of the trees here. They can branch out now that they got some sun. And yeah, be able to see up through them woods, especially in the winter when the leaves are off. You'll be able to see up in there good. All right, that's about it. I'm gonna do some more next time. All right, back at it out here today for a couple hours on Sunday afternoon. Been out here with a box blade, trying to get it more level in here. It's coming along really nicely. So this is going to be the edge where I'm going to stop right in here, through here. And then it'll curve back that way. So yeah, I got a good bit done in here. Got a lot of dips and holes filled in. Still got more to go. Like I say, once I get it reasonably level out here and get big stuff out of the way, I'm gonna get the landscape rake and go over it really good and hopefully really clean it up. So yeah, hopefully by the end of this month, 1st September, I'll be ready to put some seed down, fertilizer, and I think I'm gonna plant perennial rye in here. Carlos, get up here. Carlos. Come on. Hey! Get up here. You go down there. That's no. Got to keep an eye on him like a hawk. Scared he'll get out in that road. It's not a ton of traffic on that road, but you never know. There's that one. Just barks at the leaves moving. Aggravating, running my deer off. I gotta find either the owner or somebody who can home that dog. She's a really sweet dog, really playful, and does really well with Carlos. They play together a little bit, although Carlos is not, he likes a little bit of play, maybe about 3 or 4 minutes, and that's it. He's done. He's like, get away from me. But yeah, it's just turning out really, really good. I think this will be a nice addition to be able to expand my yard out here, up in here. show you what I got done. Whew. Hot out here. Nice breeze though blowing. Look at all this ice got piled up here, starting here. All this right here. This big old pile over here. Just about done. I've been going through here with the landscape rake. That really helped out a lot, but it can't get all the rocks, so I've been coming back with a garden rake and raking up some more rocks there. You can see there's a pile there, there's a pile over there, pile over there, there's a few more over there. Can't believe how much better this looks. I have videoed this process from start, well, it almost finished, when I started back during the winter. This will be a real nice extension to my yard over here, coming up here. Alright, finally got this, after a lot of hard work, finally got this area prepped. I'm ready to sow some seed. You can see it out through here, it looks really good. There's a few little areas I probably need to work on, very minor though. But I'm going to start throwing the seed out. Got my spreader right down there by the tractor, 50 pounds of perennial rye. So once I get that down, I'll put the starter fertilizer down. And then I'm going to come back with the tractor and the disc and just lightly disc it in. And I may take that bucket there and drag it backwards to kind of smooth out the soil and get good seed to soil contact. And I got 10 bales of hay or straw in the back of my truck there. I'm gonna get it spread out here too, so if it does come a hard rain, it won't wash away. That'd be bad to have all the seed washed down the hill. That wouldn't be good. So that's the plan. Hopefully here in 2 or 3, 4 weeks, it'll be looking a lot greener in here. All right, let's get to it. All right, got the seed out and the fertilizer. See, I got the sprinkler going. I had got my tractor there and just lightly disced it under, just get some good seed to soil contact. And here on the steep slope area, I put some straw, keep it from washing. Yeah, water that there. I hope it does good. Go up here and show you this grass. It's really filled in. There's a few little bare spots, but not too many. Let's see how it does next spring and summer. Those orange stakes are where little stumps are. I got to get up. I got that to mark so I don't hit it with a lawnmower. Yeah, I wish my whole yard looked like that green. You can tell the transition from that and the rest of the yard. But yeah, that'd be awesome if my whole yard was looking like that.